After skipping last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Hopscotch Festival returned to Raleigh for 3 days of parties and concerts by regional and national artists of all genres. In order to comply with restrictions for public events, all performances were held at two open venues, Moore Square and the City Plaza, as opposed to the usual Hopscotch tradition of taking over many different venues all across the city. The festival kicked off Thursday, September 9th with a performance by Patois Counselors, followed by acts such as Wednesday and Sarah Shook and the Disarmers, before the larger three performances by Hippocampus, Shannon and the Clams, and Caroline Polachek. Caroline Polachek, formerly of the indie duo Chairlift, has been cultivating a successful solo career for the past few years. She delivered an electrifying performance at the City Plaza, showcasing her electropop music from her latest album Pang, as well as playing new unreleased songs for the Raleigh crowd. The second day of the festival was kicked off by Sluice and Sonny Miles, as well as Raleigh native Kate Rudy, who played Hopscotch back in 2019. This was her first time performing with a full band, showcasing more elaborate material in anticipation of a new record. Experimental musician Christopher Taylor, known professionally as Body Meat, held nothing back in his set, mixing electronic beats, sampling, and electric guitars, enhancing his eccentric performance with technology. The rest of the evening was marked by performances from the Dead Tongues, Makaya McCraven, and the cult rock band Dr. Dog, who are on their final tour this year. Closing out Thursday night, Flying Lotus performed a DJ set behind the screen, making for a fantastic audio-visual experience. The final day of the festival was the busiest, with acts ranging from the Magic Tuber String Band to Dougie Pool. Colin Stetson had to cancel his set last minute, and indie folk artist Anjimile was brought in as a replacement. Anjimile performed an acoustic set of original songs and covers, as well as unreleased songs from their next project, charming the audience with anecdotes and jokes. Moore Square saw performances by Parquet Courts and Archers of Loaf, rounding out the indie rock section of the festival lineup. Helado Negro brought his smooth Latin electronic sound to life in the city of Oaks in an eye-catching way, side by side with two creatures he calls as tinsel mammals. He describes them as a beautiful, strange, and anonymous visual extension of his musical compositions, often using local volunteers as performers at his concerts. Helado Negro also performed unreleased songs and won over the crowd with his eccentric performance. The festival was closed out by headliners Animal Collective, drawing the largest crowd of the 3 days. In spite of the circumstances surrounding concerts for the past 2 years, the 11th Hopscotch Music Festival can be considered a success. For MU Reports, Sergeant Cholakovic.